YouTube. It is the best one. Hey, like you didn't know that already. Well, I was challenged to do the 9-question vlog by my good buddy NC Stoney. So I've been filming it over the last few weeks. So at least I filmed 2 questions. And I figured I would get to a couple of the other ones while I'm going to head out to a certain spot to film a few of the other questions. So first one, number 1, what was your first bike? Well, my first bike was as most of you know, my Buell Blast. It is a 2002. I do still own it. I did so many changes to it just to kind of personalize it a little more and make it just, a bit more mine and all that good stuff. I don't know if I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. It's kind of a love-hate relationship that we have. But I take it out every so often. We do rides around town. It's really great around town. A lot of fun. It needs a front tire right now and got to do the inspection. So that's my first bike. The second question is, why do I ride? Well, I'll show you. Well, now that I've answered the second question, the third question is, does my bike have a name? It's, V-Star. I've never been into giving either of my bikes a name. I may refer to them as he or she at times. I may, that's probably at the most. I never give it a name, George or Sally, or I don't know. It's never really been my thing. Like, so I know some people are into that. They name their cars, they name their bikes, they name everything in its mother. But that's just kind of never been my thing. That's never been something that I've really cared about. So no, my bikes do not have a name at all. We're going to be heading up here. On to my fourth question. What would be my dream bike? Wow. I mean, that's a question. What would be my dream bike? I'm not sure. I mean, you know what? It might end up being a couple. I would love to have one of those Motus motorcycles. I would love to have a Ninja H2. Why? I have no idea. I'll just like to have it to have it. What else could I say? if I could choose, I think I would want something like one of those full dresser bikes, like one of those bikes that it's like almost like kind of like one of those Harley Davidson Ultras with the packs in the back and the packs on the side and just everything on it. I would want one of those. So if I wanted to choose a dream bike, I don't think it'll be just one bike. It would probably be way more than just one bike, because there's about 2 or 3 different styles of bikes that I like, and it's not going to be just one. So it would be a little difficult for me to choose, but I just gave you, what, 3? So it says, have you ever wrecked or dropped your bike? I've rear-ended somebody one time with the Buell, but I'm not going to consider that a wreck, because my bike came out with no damage, and I don't really think I even want to talk about that. Dropping the bike, I've dropped the Buell once. Yes, I dropped the Buell one time while I was practicing U-turns in a driveway, and I fell out the friction zone, and the bike started to go over, and I tried to catch it, tried to catch it with my leg, but it was just too far. And that Buell was not a light bike with that Harley motor on the front, and it just went down. I broke a little plastic piece, and I changed it. And then on this one, when I was down in Georgia, I was riding Churrahala, and I pulled into a rest stop to see if there was any scenic view. I pulled in, and when I pulled in, I hit that front brake a little too hard. And when I hit the front brake, I don't know what made me hit the front brake, but usually I hit the back brake when I want to stop, and I hit the front brake for some stupid reason. The suspension dived, and when it recovered, I just couldn't support it, and it went over to this side. And I tried to catch it with my leg, not my leg, but I tried to hold it up with my leg, but it was just too much. It was too far, and I just had to throw a foot off, and I tried to slowly get it to not fall, but there was really nothing I could do. And I got a little bit of rash on the bottom of the bag, very underneath. It's really, you'd have to crawl under there to look for it. But other than that, I just picked the bike back up and kept on rolling. So, question number 6. Do you prefer street or off-road? I haven't done much off-roading, so I can't say, yeah, I prefer street. I can't say I prefer off-road. I'm going to have to go with street there, because most of my riding has been on the street. Number 7. When did you start vlogging? Well, I wrote down the date on a piece of paper. I started vlogging about 2 years ago. I made a vlog with my Buell, riding my Buell, and the mic wasn't recording, and I was just riding around, talking to myself and waving at stuff and doing all of this, and the mic wasn't recording. So, yeah, my first vlog is about 2 years now. You can always go back in my video list and scroll on down, and you'd see it. Next question. Why do you vlog? Well, I vlog because I like expressing how I feel and my opinion. I know there could be so much more to that, but I think that's about it. And maybe showing others places that I love to ride. Like here. Would most likely be the best reason of why I vlog. Let's hit around this corner. Ah, victory. Right. Yeah, so that's why I love the vlog. Beautiful and scenic through here. Pretty much why. You can see here, just I love taking you to places like this, and I love riding through places like this. It's just extra beautiful. We're in Harriman State Park anyway, by the way. What motovloggers do you follow? Man, I follow quite a few guys on my list. I follow a few of the I guess you could say more popular vloggers, but then also I follow a lot of guys that are like me, that are, you know, where we vlog for enjoyment, we vlog for the joy of it. If I name a few, oh gosh, let me see. Well, it will be NC Stoney, gosh, I'm horrible right now. I can't remember names. But I follow quite a few people, and I'm always willing to follow people. I have absolutely no issues with that. Flying through here, huh? Oh, no wonder. I see why. It's their playground. Yeah, I follow quite a few guys. Man, yeah, Bronco Ride, Sean Smoke, also along with his smoke vlogs, NW Road Rat, Viper 6, which is actually VAC006 is his actual name. Yeah, so a lot of those people are the guys that I follow, and I enjoy watching their videos. Alright, well, I do appreciate you guys watching, and find a spot so I can start my footage.